Now, what the fuck did we just watch?
You know they done fucked up, right?
Oh boy.
My mouth is still on the floor
You agape?
about what we
Yeah.
just watched.
We're anyway. Welcome to the Cup TV House Guests, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and so did Big Brother tonight. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst, though. I am Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I'm finishing the last little bit of my ginger peach iced tea. No, it's not sweetened, Lana.
Gross. Anyway,
Just actually.
it's kind of gross. Hi, though. I'm Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give a tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Sweetened tea, by the way, is what I love. And if you have
Let
some,
me live in my existence with my unsweetened iced tea.
if you have some sweetened tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am just drinking some basic water because hydration is important.
Basic,
Yes,
you say?
generic even. Right,
Thank you.
right. But what I do have, and I always keep close to me in my heart, is my cup mug.
I forgot mine.
Nobody
Cup
else has
mug.
one.
I have mine. It's just in my room. Cup mug. No.
I have mine. It's at my house, and I'm not there.
I will just celebrate by myself. Cup mug for me.
This isn't
I'm the
an
only
occasion
one.
to celebrate. This isn't an episode to celebrate, though.
I'm
Lana just had one.
celebrating because I have to in order not to cry.
Okay.
So therefore,
Okay.
let me live.
Absolutely.
But you can get your cup mug and have it with you, unlike these two people here, by going to lanagcreations.etsy.com, and the link will be in the description below. We do ship domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup mug or all of our cup merch, period.
Y'all, I'm just going to call it now. This has been the best season of Big Brother to this point. I can't even lie. Hi, everybody. It's Brook. I am a queer college graduate who no longer plays Smash Bros. And I'm so excited because this is Big Brother. this one right here. This one right here is Big Brother.
I am a big brother. Thank you.
This is getting us back to what we used to be and why we love this show so much. This first 4 weeks. When Julie said today, it's only been 4 weeks, 31
This
days.
is day 31.
I was like, wait a minute. It's only been a month. This has been so good. I've been so involved. But and you want to know the crazy part about this is in past seasons before, I would be that girly, all up in the live feeds, up all night, watching live feeds all day, all night, gotta watch it, da da da. Well, with the schedule going on and things happening in my life that I can't be in the live feeds all day, all night, I am enjoying catching up on stuff, like on my timeline throughout the day, of like getting up, like what is happening, and seeing the chaos that is going on in this house. We went into tonight not knowing what the heck was going to happen. We had ideas, they were talking, but nothing was set in stone. And I absolutely love that. I love that. I kind of like stepping back and being a little bit of a casual this season because
isn't it kind of refreshing? Isn't it kind of refreshing? I was thinking the same thing because, like, obviously my schedule is wildly busy as well. And I'm also normally one of those people where I love watching feeds. I think I have watched maybe a couple of hours of feeds at most this season. And I hate it because I want to watch more. I will probably be watching tonight because we got a live HOH tonight and I'm very excited. But we are going to dive very, very quickly into the Wednesday episode because most of what we want to talk about is this episode that we just had.
We do see a question. We'll answer it a little bit later. Sorry.
Yes. We will bring it up at probably towards the
time.
End. Yes.
Yeah.
But first, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we will be here all the time giving you almost all things TV. And currently that does mean at least 3 days a week for Big Brother. We might have to start ramping it up again. I don't know that we can.
I'm perfectly
but
fine with 3 days.
Yo, we are doing
3
a
days
good
a week.
job. We're doing a good job.
I'm perfectly fine with 3 days a week. I
Yes.
don't think I could do more.
Check the description below where you can find our audio podcast links, all of our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. So, very, very quickly running through, there were 2 main points that I wanted to talk about with the Wednesday episode. I don't know about y'all. First and foremost, the fact that they finally acknowledged that the collective exists.
Yes.
It took them long
a
enough.
week and a half later.
Yeah.
Just for it to get blown up tonight.
Will not complain.
And the other point I had was Tucker once again won the veto in an equitable comp.
Okay. Yeah. And not only an equitable comp, a new equitable comp.
I love this comp.
That they need to keep bringing back. This comp is awesome.
And a head-to-head veto. Mm-hmm. When was the last time we had a head-to-head knockout veto?
Bold Arena, maybe?
Yeah.
That's the only one I can think of.
That's what I can think of.
But even then, that's chosen. That's not a completely random, quote unquote. A completely random lineup. The thing that sucks even more is the fact that it did come down to Tucker and Cedric.
I mean, sucks. Made for good television. I don't like. Again, regardless of your opinions on the house guests, you cannot deny that Angela and Tucker winning the first 2 comps this week did not make this week way crazier than it had any right to be.
You're right. I don't love the outcome, but you're not wrong.
See, I am diehard Team Good Feeds, right? And Team Good TV, right? Because I don't feel like any of these people have like dramatically crossed a line to me enough for me to be like, oh, I don't like you. I don't want to see you on my screen anymore. Like a Jared situation or like a Cameron situation. So like, I am perfectly fine with everyone in the house being here. So because Angela and Tucker both won, this week is way more entertaining. I'm happy with it.
I wish I can live in your world, Brooke. I really wish I could live in your world where nobody in this house bothers me enough to not want to see them succeed. Yeah. I just don't have the liberty to do that. I don't have the luxury to do that. I don't live in the life that you live, in the world that you live. So I get it. And I respect it. I just don't have it in me because Angela winning anything bothers my entire soul. That is just me personally. I can't root for this woman. Once she stood up on that balcony and was like, let me bring my I can't because she is a danger to this world to me in my life. In my life, she is a danger to this world for me. And I know that sounds dramatic because of a game, but baby, she is a danger to my spirit, to my soul, to the wealth, to the future of my children. If I ever decide to have it, I can't do it. So I can't personally be like, oh no, I'm perfectly fine with everybody. She's just one of those people. And Tucker, here's the thing with Tucker. I like Tucker. I think Tucker is good TV. He has good feeds. He is all of that we said he is. All that we said he is. But the amount of, and here's the thing, the arrogance in this man, I want to be bothered by it. But the fact that he has backed up everything he said, I can't even be mad at him.
I don't. He is the kind of character on Big Brother that I don't want to root for. And yet somehow I find myself rooting for him.
Right. I don't know what it is.
I think it's because he has a gay dad. You got to keep in mind, he is an ally.
I mean, that's fine and all that. That's great for y'all. That does nothing for me. It's just...
Fair. I will say on that, Lana, my boyfriend and his husband are both absolute staunch haters of Angela, so you are not alone. I feel like I fall somewhere in the middle between you two, which I think is really funny because I find her very cringe, but I also agree with Brooke that I am typically team fun feeds.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, and she has provided some good entertainment, but I also don't want her in the house anymore.
I am
That's
team
where
Funny
I'm
Feast too.
at.
I mean, because watching the episode where this woman was in her HOH room eavesdropping on
Oh,
Tucker and
can
Rubina and
can we get to this
Tico and
episode? Because
Chemo.
I just want to.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like when
Okay.
she was there. Oh, go ahead, Brooke.
Before we get to this episode, I just want to clarify where my stance is on Angela, right? Like as a person, character, right? Character-wise, she has brought a lot of entertainment to the show, and I'm here for that. I'm rooting for her more as the weeks go on, right? Because the first week, I was like, okay, you're being messy, but you got him out, and I can't be mad at that. And I think, you know, as we've evolved forward, she went from so messy to she came out of this week, I think, in a better position than like
Oh yeah.
almost everyone in the house, which is kind of crazy. Like,
Oh yeah.
is the overdog into background player strategy a thing now? Is this a thing that happens?
Is Angela in the best position in this house?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely she is.
Dear God, no.
Which is what's vexing my whole soul. Because I know this. I'm watching this happen. She has planted herself at coming out and going into this episode what we're talking about when she was listening to T-Core, Chemo, Rubina, and Tucker all making their pact, and she said, "Can I join? I don't want to. I just want to be a part. I just want to be a part. I don't care if I'm at the bottom. I just want to be a part." And then with the outcome that happened this week, her being a part of that, not having to vote number one, so she can't. Cedric couldn't be mad with her. Cam and Chelsea and Brooklyn can't be mad at her because she didn't vote. So she has planted herself at the bottom of an alliance, but an alliance nonetheless. And then the other three ain't mad at them. They looking at the other one, so they are overlooking her. I don't think this woman is going to hit the block anytime soon, and she is going to definitely make it to jury, which I was hoping she wouldn't, but I can't deny the fact that I know that she is. And if she stays in a position where she wins HOH every few so often, like she can win again. She's won twice.
She can win comps
with these equitable comps now. She could win again. So
not this one. Not this one.
Not this one. Not this one coming up. She has no chance.
One. Okay, but also quick note.
But wait, let me finish this. But she comes back. She's going to get overlooked by the people who are upset right now. And the people who got her back know they need her as a number. So they're going to keep her safe. She has planted herself smack dab in the middle of this game. And you know who's sitting right there next to her?
Leah.
Joseph.
Oh shit!
Him too. All three of them, honestly, because Mackenzie
and Mackenzie.
Mackenzie and Leah are still in that position where it's a little shakier, especially for Mackenzie. Leah,
but they're not going to get nominated.
Leah's not. I can tell you that much. I think Mackenzie goes up if, like, it'll be, let's say, one of the four people in the Pentagon, or whatever they're going to be called for the square. One of the four people in the square win the HOH, right? I think it's going to be Rubina, Tucker, and probably
Chemo or T-Core.
Yeah, exactly. Chemo or T-Core. And then at that point, right, let's say T-Core wins the block, takes Chemo off, or vice versa, right? I feel like Mackenzie's next. But I mean, also, I still think they could put Angela up. And I think that's not something that is likely, but I could see it happening.
I wouldn't put Tucker up. You would have to backdoor Tucker. I just don't.
You can't. Even then, he's still got a shot to.
Right. And you can't really do that until AI Arena is gone. So that man is making it to jury too. I'm just saying.
Anyway, going into this episode, Tucker uses the veto on himself.
As he should have.
Mackenzie, Rubina, and Cedric were the noms going into this episode. Now, we saw this week, T-Core and Chemo realized fully where they were at within the collective that they finally decided to let us know about.
It's Quinn's fault. Quinn talked too much. He talks way too much. And I understand you wanting to show them that you trust them the most. But to tell somebody that y'all were brought in the last bit of here and I'm in this whole nother alliance without you is not a good way for them to trust you, because if it was me, I'd be like, oh, okay. And I would have did exactly what they did tonight. I would have flipped it and you would be left out of it. Because why would you tell me you are part of something that I'm not a part of? And then we're the last of the bottoms of that group.
Mm-hmm.
You know how this whole thing could have been avoided? And I'm genuinely surprised we haven't seen this on the show yet. This call could have been avoided if Chemo and T-Core had just told Quinn about all of the bullshit that Leah is saying about him behind his back, because she does not like him. And she is spreading a lot of nasty shit about Quinn that the internet is picking on. And it's bullshit. All they needed to do is say, hey, Quinn, Leah's actually not the person that you think she is. She's been saying all of these disgusting things about you. Then Quinn puts Leah up. And then regardless, Leah goes home.
Yeah, and I think that would have been the move. But I mean, at the end of the day, for Quinn, right? If T-Core and Chemo aren't going to tell him, he wouldn't know. I legitimately think that he made a move that I think on the surface level was a good one. But like, you need to talk to your allies in general before you have a replacement on the block, especially when you're aligned with like 6 people, right?
Well, they had already talked about the replacement nom going into the veto. They were like, if anyone comes off the block, Rubina goes up. Like, that was the plan. And T-Core and Chemo at the time were perfectly content with Rubina going up. And then after the veto ceremony realized, oh shit, we don't want to lose Rubina as an ally, because then they created the 5 Points Alliance.
With a Z.
With a Z. I hated that. Hated it.
I just wanted to scream.
Hated it.
I was like, not the 5 points with the
also,
Z.
Speaking of 5 points, and speaking of Queen Rubina, because I am a Rubina stan, the segment, I don't remember whether it was this episode or Wednesdays, where we get her being short segment. Like, y'all got to do this to Rubina. Really?
Of course.
Y'all got to do this to Rubina. But, okay. Should we just talk about the AI arena? Because I was on pins and needles. I love this comp.
I love this.
We have seen this comp do devastating things to games. I think of Tara from BB Can winning this comp.
Yeah.
But it is a classic roll the ball up the hill. You could absolutely win this comp.
No, Azza won this comp.
Oh, Azza did. Yes.
That was her first win. Sure did.
I liked this comp a lot.
I love this comp.
Well, because I saw it, the triangles, and my first thought was the 1 HOH where it's like you got to roll it over and then catch the ball.
Right, that's what I thought.
I thought it was going to be the Passover. That's what I thought it was too.
And then I was like, but how would you do that in a live episode when you do not have time for that comp?
You only do it 30 times or something.
You have to do like
a small
30 or 40 times.
Then,
like,
though, that's like, still, it takes a little bit of finesse and like getting used to, especially because you were seeing like, for the most part, Mackenzie was the one that was getting really close at the beginning and just barely overshooting. Is this the closest competition in the history of Big Brother on the live shows? It might
absolutely. I think so.
It might be.
I felt like
Clown Shoe was very close too, from what I remember. Clown Shoe.
I love how everyone knows what you're talking about when you just say Clown Shoe.
Of course, because we just refer to it as Clown Shoe.
Clown Shoe.
Because the clown got shooed out of the house.
Well, yes.
There's probably a couple of like live eviction vetoes that have been or double eviction vetoes that have been really, really close that I don't remember. But yeah, so you have to roll it up, land it in the middle, land 5 of your upload balls. I do love all of the tech and AI twists that they have this season. I'm really this season is so good. Roll it up and then knock them all down. Boom. This had to have been a millisecond
I think Rubina knocked hers off first, but
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie hit her button first.
So
Yeah.
I saw a screenshot, right, of the moment when Mackenzie hits her button and like how close Rubina was. Rubina was literally like 2 seconds, like this far behind from hitting the button. To the point where like there's a clip of her like looking at Mackenzie like right before she finishes. If she hadn't looked at Mackenzie, she would have won.
Yeah.
So like,
ugh,
I'm sick.
I'm sick.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm sick because I didn't want Mackenzie to stay. That's gonna be. I'm gonna be honest.
Mackenzie was my ideal eviction, honestly, and it's not because I don't like love her. It is actually because I just don't particularly care for her.
She gives me nothing. I like fun feeds. We like team fun feeds, and she's giving me nothing on feeds or on the show. Yeah. I just don't.
So sadly. Rubina and Cedric on the block. And I love that Julie clocked the hell out of them for actually using their time to strategize.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is probably the first week where they needed to, right? I mean,
yeah,
we did kind of knew if Matt didn't win the first comp, he was going home. We kind of knew that if Lisa didn't win the second comp, she was going home. And we kind of knew that if Tucker won the third comp, Kenny was going home, right? So it just kind of came down to they had already planned for all of this, right? This was the first week, I feel like, going into the actual eviction with the two people on the block, we weren't sure who was going home, right? When we got down to the final two. Because I'm watching it with my roommate also. This is his first season of Big Brother. How lucky is this man? But we're watching Big Brother, we're watching the eviction, and I'm like, this is going to come down to T-Core and Chemo, and whatever they decide to do is what's going to happen. And we get the first 3 votes, and I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. They're going to save either T-Core or Chemo for last, and then they just did not do that for some reason. But, because, like, you remember the Netta eviction on BB-Can 5? How it was Ika was the one that, like, sent Netta out the door? I'm just shocked that they didn't do something. Great, it's nowhere near the same magnitude, but, like, a big moment like this, you want it to be everybody votes, the numbers are as close as possible, and then the flip happens. But I can't be mad at the end result. I think it was insanely good gameplay.
Well, I'm going to circle back because I didn't realize we were going that far forward. Because I want to talk about these eviction speeches, which might have been the most heartfelt pair of eviction speeches we may have ever had. And I didn't want to lose either of these people.
Like, this is the first time I've been, like, legit, like, in deep contemplation at an eviction speech since, like, Dave Vaughn's eviction speech on 22. Like, probably
I am not going to say it was that deep. Dave Vaughn's speech. Dave Vaughn's eviction speech was kind of... Dave Vaughn's eviction speech was kind of iconic. This was just heartfelt. This was kind of just like, these two people did not want to go home. These two people really, really wanted to be in the game. One thought that they were going, the other knew that they were going, but kind of really hoped that they could change people's minds. It was just very much like, I don't want to go. And as me watching, I didn't want either one of them to go. And I was just like, this is so bad. This is the first time this season that I was like, dang, whoever goes home here is going to tear my heart up. Because number one, I picked both of these people on a draft. I wanted both of these people to stay. I really enjoy watching both of them on feeds. I really enjoy watching them play this game. And I really feel like whoever was to leave was going to leave is somebody who I would really want to see back. That's how good they were to me. Like either one of them leaving, I'll be like, dang, I want to see them back. And it's hard because this is still pre-jury. It's very early. Sometimes you don't get people who left pre-jury. People don't consider them good enough to come back. And I'm like, but I would love to watch Cedric play another game. I would love to watch Rowena play another game. But it was just, I was very hard. It was hard to watch this episode. I was like, this was the first time this season that I was like, dang. Yeah, this is Big Brother, and I know I'm about to lose somebody who I really enjoy watching, and it sucked. It sucked.
I mean, Team Fun Feeds here. Great episode, great eviction. And honestly, between the three of them, this was the person I would have wanted to go home this week. And it has nothing to do with Mackenzie or Rubina. It's literally just Cedric leaving blows this game wide open. Like it's just so crazy.
Can I be honest?
Go
ahead.
Like, I am just really excited because this next week is going to be one of the biggest like tone setting HOHs we've had in a hot minute on Big Brother. So I really hope that whoever wins this competition isn't afraid to just go for it and just put up the people that they want out, and we don't see any of this like politic like back behind the scenes like, oh well, I'm HOH, but I want to put up people who aren't big threats. Like, no, the game is wide open. Go for your targets and just get them out instead of like going for like Leah, Mackenzie, or Angela. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for me personally, and this is if I was going by these three, and well, these two, because Mackenzie's off the table. If I was going by these two, who I would have wanted to leave, honestly, would have been Rubina. Because I would have, not because I don't like her, only because I felt like her and Tucker situation is starting to piss me off a little bit. It's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. And I get where Leah was coming from in this episode, where she was like, these two people will be a shield in front of me because people are going to look at them as a showman's and two people. I get it. But I'm like, I want to be the showman's killer in all forms, of all kinds, of all. We got rid of Matt and Ant. We got rid of Matt. So Matt's gone. So Mackenzie ain't got nobody. So I need one of Tucker or Rubina to go at this point. So therefore, we don't have this, oh, Tubina all over my timeline. I don't really want to see Tubina all over my timeline anymore. I don't want to see their little cute moments. I just want one of them to go so we don't have to deal with that. That's just me and my showman's killer attitude that I've had for several seasons. I just don't like showmances. So I'm kind of like, I want the showmances to dissipate at all costs. So that would have been my only reason to get rid of Rubina this week. Not because I don't like her, but because I don't want her and Tucker to be all booed up because I can't stand it. And because people lose their minds on the feed, on the timelines, trying to ship people who ain't gonna talk to each other after the game is over. So okay. That's just me.
I just vividly remember like the first month of Big Brother 25 when we didn't have any actual showmances. Wasn't that delightful? Wasn't that a fun time to be a Big Brother fan?
So good.
And then we got like that
then
switch of and then we got Blue and Jared and AmeriCorey and like Hey, also we have finally received a week where Quinn did not bring up AmeriCorey in his eviction stuff today.
He sure as fuck talked about it all week though.
All week.
But hey, don't come for him for that.
I'm not. It's just a little odd. It's all odd.
I see it. And here's my thing with Quinn really quick. I see him with a very similar brand of neurospicy that I have. And when you love something so much, you just don't shut up about it. And I feel that is how Quinn is, because Quinn loves Big Brother. He is living all of our fantasies right now. Each one of us would probably love to be in this house right now. And he is living what we all would be I don't know about y'all, but I would dream of being in a Big Brother house where it's a house divided and you never know what's going to happen and you're truly expecting the unexpected. And I understand him like talking about like RHAP and things and talking about AmeriCorey, blah, blah, blah. Like I understand where a lot of people are coming from, but you have to also remember they were probably given BB25 in sequester for this season. Therefore, the last pieces of media he consumed before he went into the house was BB25, which is why he probably can't stop talking about AmeriCorey. And he's obviously a huge RHAP fan as well. Shout out RHAP. Thank you, Taryn, for keeping me updated on the feeds. Greatly
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Mhm.
And Maddie from Mad Rose D.
Yes,
Both of them,
absolutely.
period,
Those are who I watch.
period. My icons. Love you both dearly.
And also, shout outs to our good friend at BB Updates for keeping me updated when I don't
we
have
do love
time to
BB
get
Updates.
Yes,
BB
I
updates.
do
love
BB
BB
updates.
We do
Thank
love
you,
BB
Always.
updates. But my point with that is let Quinn be.
Let him be.
Y'all are
I'm-
super fans the same way that he is. Let him be.
Hey, I am not saying anything bad about Quinn. One, I don't.
I'm
know
not
the
saying
guy
you
like
did.
that. I just want to make it clear, right? It's not that I'm like, ew, that's bad, that's creepy. It's just a little off to me, like just a pinch weird, and that's fine. Weird is great.
We've
I
never-
like Angela.
we've-
That's weird.
Okay.
So,
We've never had a house guest really like this big of a fan like us. Like I
Ian,
really
probably.
don't. Or honestly, and I know we don't love her, but Franzel. Like I think she is the biggest super fan. He is the biggest super fan we've had in the house since Franzel.
I don't mind Nicole. I don't like her, but I don't mind her.
I
also
will
don't like
continue to
Janelle.
call her Franzel until the end of time.
I also
Anyway,
don't like Janelle, so like I don't care for either of them.
Valid.
So,
well, we got an eviction.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, sad. But and you know what makes me sad about this?
Mhm.
He actually could have won this wall comp.
Oh yeah.
He actually could have won this wall comp.
And I'm gonna say this right now. Unless other things change in the next 59 days, I'm voting for Cedric for AFP.
okay, hold on.
Because I really, really like Cedric. I really do.
Okay, hold on. Because
I'm not voting for anybody else who's been evicted.
Fair. I don't dislike Cedric. I want to make that abundantly clear, right? But he's not in like my top half of the cast.
That's what I say.
I'm just saying because I don't like anyone else that's been evicted. So currently, Cedric is my number one.
And she won the show.
Okay, well, let me have my votes. Thank you.
Okay, Julie.
This is we have to talk about Julie because Julie is Julie Chen again. This is the resurgence of Julie Chen, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that there was emotional intelligence. She like when she said aloha to Chemo, and she just like Chemo was crying, and she just said, "Okay."
I know.
And then sending the love back to Chelsea, which I love.
I feel like maybe she's like Ainsley's coming for my gig, so I need to like not be Chinbot.
Maybe
that's
I really think
we're gonna get Chinbot
last week. Oh,
honestly, I think we're gonna get Chinbot. I think Ainsley is going to turn into Chinbot at some point.
Could you imagine?
Yep.
Oh my lord,
I do. I think Ainsley is going to turn into Chinbot. I think after the AI arena is over, they need some reason to have Ainsley in the house still, and they're gonna turn Ainsley into Chinbot, and I would be okay with that.
I also have to say he went out as such a class act. Like I really just hearing him talk in the eviction, like he was just like, it's no hard feelings. These are all wonderful people. I'm like, when Julie was like, you're a good kid. I'm like, yeah, you really are. We expected nothing. And my bar for Cedric going in was so low.
Yeah, but that's valid.
Obsessed.
That's what I love about Cedric, and that's why I'm very sad that he's left because we have to remember he is 21 years old. He's still a kid. He's still trying to navigate him and learn who he is as a person, as well as navigate through this crazy game of Big Brother. And I appreciated that he never took anything personally, even when he was getting personally attacked, when Tucker was coming at him, constantly calling him a liar when he wasn't. Like, he was like, okay, well, you just go watch and see that I told you. And he was like, no, you're a liar. You're a mother. He was going off on him, and Cedric took it with grace.
I really thought you were about to say the whole word, Lana. Damn. All right.
No, of course not.
You caught me off guard.
But he took it with grace. He took it with class. He took this eviction with class. He was just like,
yes,
it's all love. I love all y'all. It's no hard feelings. You won. Congratulations, Tucker. You did what you said you was going to do. You did it. It was, I appreciate Cedric for that. I I wanted him to stay longer because I felt like he was actually playing a really good game at one point. I think him winning HOH and going about it the way he did kind of tanked it for him. But I would have never volunteered the week after coming being HOH. I would have never volunteered. That was just, the pains of the game. He had to learn, and he learned that you volunteer, you can go home. And but I like Cedric. I would love to see Cedric come back and play this game again. But like I said, I don't know if he would be able, if they would want him, if he would be in that
second chances.
Maybe a second chance.
I really think Big Brother is due for a second chances like Survivor did. And I think there are a lot of players you could pull that really could be like a strong second chances choice. And I think he's one of them.
You just gave me a lovely video idea. You, me, Lana, and fourth person from podcast to be named later.
You think we got time for that, baby?
We can do it at some point. We have free time. Just like, doesn't have to be during Big Brother.
What is free time, Brook?
When Drag Race only has 2 seasons airing instead of 4.
That's never gonna happen.
It has happened before. Don't
very rarely, and for a week.
Hey, a week is all we need.
A week is enough.
All we need.
I am open.
But what's the video? What's the video?
Literally, we just each go like Big Brother coaches style, draft our players.
Or second
chances, and then
that'd be
cute. Put them in a Brant steal. Let them do their thing.
That'd be really cute. No, I do love that idea. It's just, what is free time?
Oh no,
that'll go on our Patreon page. That'll go on our Patreon.
And if you want to join our Patreon and see videos like that and other quality content, link is in the description down below.
Period.
I do want to bring up this comment really, really quick. After this vote, do you think Brooklyn, Chelsea, and Cameron are in danger? Most likely, I think if one of them does not win, they're probably going to go up. I think the only person currently that would not put, other than the 3 of them, I think there's 2 people that may not put them on the block, and it's Quinn and Angela.
I think Angela is guaranteed to be putting up Quinn, like period.
Oh, yeah, I think she puts up Quinn, Tucker, and Mackenzie. Honestly,
I don't see a world where she puts up Tucker.
Angela's I don't think she puts up.
Oh wait, no, not anymore. Never mind.
No,
Quinn, probably Quinn, Leah, Mackenzie. Then
I could see that, but I could also see a world where like Tucker tells her and be like, "Hey, Brooklyn voted Rubina out," like because at this point, no shade to Angela, Tucker's been getting in her ear, and like I feel like it's getting to the point where they're starting to like become a unit, but it's still Tucker like driving the ship a little bit more. If Tucker gets to her ear, Brooklyn's going on the block.
Brooklyn's
going on the block. Yeah,
it's the second coming of Tangela.
Yep, that's literally what's been on the timeline. That's literally what they're like. This is Tangela.
Wildly different. And you know what? I like
this time. I might like this Tangela better.
This Tangela better.
At this time, I'm a Fangela. Like I can't even be mad.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
maybe Tangela. What's because I don't want to. Tangela. Because I can't do Tangela again. I can't do it.
Because every time someone says Tangela, I think it's I think of Tangela the Pokemon.
I think of Tangela the Pokemon.
Every time I hear that, I throw up a little bit in my mouth.
We gotta briefly acknowledge the AI instigator twist, which was revealed tonight, and I hate it.
This is so stupid, but I love it.
It's the stupidest thing. So we have time to vote for an entire this twist isn't going in until next week.
Yeah,
I already voted.
I also voted. You can vote.
Who'd you vote for?
I did the cute little ad thing where you can get 5 extra votes because I'm
same.
I put 5 on T-Core and 5 on Rubina.
Okay, so my thought was, who is going to be the messiest with this?
You voted for
Angela.
I voted for Angela, absolutely. I put all 10 of my votes on Angela because it's gonna be messy.
I can't. Here's the thing. She doesn't need it to be messy. She's messy all on her own. So why do we need to give her a power to be extra messy? I don't need that. I don't.
I like extra messy.
Kind of, Brandon. Yeah, the tea is they will go in and through AI replicas of house guests, they will spread misinformation. So they're like trying to instigate drama, instigate like fighting. But this cast already does this. So I feel like in a normal cast, if we had had a normal first 4 weeks of Big Brother, I feel like this twist would actually be pretty beneficial. Unfortunately, for the producers, we have had a chaotic first 4 weeks of Big Brother. So this twist feels a little, to use a current term, this twist feels very demure.
Demure. Very.
Honestly, I'd
very
kind of
demure,
consider it
very
a little bit more
petite.
similar to America's Player in the idea of like you get given tasks. There's a vote if you accomplish your
But
task
you get to create
successfully.
your tasks here. That's
Sure.
the difference.
But
Oh,
here's
no,
the
wait,
thing.
no.
on
It's like
paper.
that 1 week of Team America where they got to create their own task, and
It's very
then they
demure.
Yes,
didn't save
demure.
Donnie from the block, and then they vote
Yeah.
and give them the money. Chef's kiss, by the way, America. Good job on that one.
I mean,
But
I don't. I feel like the only way this would interest me in this, if what happens is if like we have infighting within these two alliances on each side of the split house, because having, let's say, Angela win this and say something about Cam or Chelsea, I don't care. I don't
You know
care.
who
It's
I
just gonna be. It's just gonna be because she don't like that side of the house, and so that's the reason they do things. Da da da.
you know who I kind of want to win this power now? I kind of want Joseph to win this power.
okay, but
Could you imagine? Because he is literally smack down. I might be putting the rest of my votes on Joseph. I gotta be honest.
But we also know who's gonna win it. It's not like it's one of
It's
those
Tucker.
things. It's Tucker's gonna win, and we all know it's
Yeah.
gonna be Tucker because Facebook has galvanized around their token white man for the season, right? And like again, I cannot blame them for that. I think Tucker's been really good entertaining TV. This particular year, I will give Facebook this. They picked a good white man to galvanize around this year.
And they picked a great person to hate. Because Angela is very easy to hate.
But they're not really hating Angela anymore. They kind of like Angela now because Tucker likes Angela.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Now they are anti-Quinn, I believe, is who they're against now.
Oh, yeah.
Beside the point, Twitter is a mess at the moment when it comes to like voting unified. Facebook is just gonna go Tucker, and then
yeah, the casuals are
Tucker's
gonna vote Tucker, so it's fine.
Yeah, besides, this isn't like a twist that matters, really.
Yeah, yeah. When they said that, I was like, oh, thought it was gonna be bigger than this, but okay, whatever.
Right.
Sure.
But that's that.
That's that.
Well, do we want to predict who's gonna win the wall comp?
I'm not going to predict. I'm going to manifest.
Oh, okay.
Manifest the truth.
I am manifest the truth, bro. That's the only time I went on this podcast. I promise you all.
Taco Tuesday, baby.
And I was quoting, so that does not mean that I meant to.
We don't like him.
No, we don't like
manifest.
him. I'm manifesting that T-Core is going to win.
For me.
Or Chelsea.
Okay. Who do I not want to win this comp, right?
How about you just manifest who you want to win so we can move on?
I'm thinking. Okay.
Because you're going down this process of elimination.
I'm thinking. I have it between like 3 people. Okay.
You can and you will, Brook. One name.
You do this to me every year.
Yes, I'm aware.
Time. Every time.
Every year. And
I have 5 minutes before I have to leave. You can and you will.
Hold on. Every year you do this to me once a year, and I always say you do not get to Arista Cox me, and then you make something about, does Arista Cox follow you on Twitter? I thought not. I
never said that this year.
Yeah.
She does though, but I didn't bring that up. So
okay, regardless. Who do I want to win and who do I think is gonna win? I want, for entertainment value, Mackenzie to win this competition. I think it would be awesome. I think it would really shake the house up.
Okay.
No idea who she would put on the block at this point, and I think that's going to be good feats. Who do I think is gonna win this comp? Honestly, Leah. I think Leah has the good body type for this. She's not that tall. Doesn't weigh that much. She's gonna be able to just hold on, keep her tiny little body anchored to that wall.
Is she gonna care though?
I mean, I think she'd care enough she might just be like, well, fireworks are happening, let me stay out of it. But like, has Leah been aware all season?
I think Leah's
not.
gonna throw this. I think Leah's gonna throw this.
Is she aware enough
Leah's
to
gonna
throw this? Is she aware enough to throw this competition?
Honestly, I don't
Brandon,
think she's strong enough.
Correct. You are so correct.
I don't think Leah is going to win. I don't think she has the core strength and the top strength to actually stay up on that wall when it's giving that real deep lean. I think she's gonna fall. And I don't think she's gonna be smart enough to realize, like, she's gonna be one of those people, as soon as the slime hits, she's gonna take her hands off, she's gonna wipe it, she's gonna try to clean it off, and she's gonna slip off. I don't think she has the wherewithal or she's not watching Big Brother enough to know that she needs a hoodie, a long thing, and make sure her hands don't come off the block. Like, she's not watching the show long enough. Here's my thought, who I think could win. Quinn has a really good chance of winning because of his super fan. He's a small person. He doesn't weigh as much. He doesn't weigh as much as like Cam, and he doesn't have the muscle mass like Tucker. And I think he watches the show enough to know that he can't move his hands, and he shouldn't like.
Quinn has probably been preparing for this comp.
I believe that.
Did Quinn not say on feeds yesterday he had to throw the HOH?
No, he just couldn't vote.
He couldn't vote.
Okay.
But we found out that both Angela and Quinn are eligible to compete in this comp. So they would have told us if he had to throw it. I think the whole thing was just he couldn't vote.
He couldn't vote.
But I think there was conflicting messaging. I think there was conflicting messaging in the DR, so they just said fuck it, and we're just gonna let Angela and Quinn both compete.
Makes sense.
And I think this is, remember what happened with Claire when she was supposed to throw it, and then they didn't tell her she had to throw it, and then she just. So I think they were just like, never mind, just you can just play.
Lana, who do you want to win HOH?
I kind of want Brooklyn or Chelsea to win.
I think Brooklyn stands a good shot too.
I don't know. I feel like, to be fair, last season Jared won the wall comp, so we really have no idea who's going to win it this year. I could see it being almost anybody but Angela, to be 100. So okay, maybe not almost anyone. I feel like Angela's not winning. I don't think
Chemo's winning either.
Chemo's winning. Honestly. I don't think Rubina's going to win.
I hope Chemo or Rubina proves you both wrong and wins.
Well, my big problem with Rubina is that she's not going to be able to block the slime, and a lot of the slime's just going to go down behind her and get on the platform, right? And that's worrisome. But like, I think legitimately a decent chunk of this cast has a good shot at winning this competition.
Yep. Agreed. Because I wouldn't count Tucker out of this because he has some body mass, he's still very slender and has a swimmer's body. So I don't think his muscle mass is going to be that much of a. And if he wins, y'all, that's gonna be a wild week.
And I mean, again, if we're talking about body mass, Jared won this competition last year.
Absolutely.
It does not matter.
So I think Cam could win too.
True. I mean, I could see Rubina winning too. And I know I said I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she will. But if she did, I would not be shocked.
But, all right. Now he could have waited this 2 seconds till we wrap it up. Like, seriously, Logan. Bye. Anyway, y'all, we gonna go. Like, ain't nothing that important. But anyway, we gonna get out of here. And because Logan he left. So we leaving too.
Good night, house guests.
I'm so thrown by all of this. But follow, subscribe to the channel on your way out. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell. I might come back to do the wall comp. I might come back and do the wall comp. So we'll see. Stick around. I'll put a notice out if we do, but just check it out. Check us out if we do. And follow us on all of our channels, our audio podcast channels, and our Patreon. All those links will be in the description below. You can follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And we're going to get out of here. we will check y'all later. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. From way outside the Big Brother house, we are the cup, and live life and love only yourself. No one else but yourself. Good night, house guests.
Selfish.